Yo, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having an amazing day. My name is Silvers, and I'm here with another Sniper Island sit down. This time it is with somebody in the community. And going, how long have we known each other? It's going on, I think it's more than a year, right? Yeah, it's
I
definitely more than
think
a year.
I think it's closer to 3.
Damn, word?
That's something like that.
God damn. Well, man in the community, guy that I've known for damn near 3 years now. Silvers is still cleaning. Cat Ulrich, yes I am. My room is fucking filthy. I will never stop cleaning. But guy that I've known for damn near 3 years already. Shit, I really didn't realize it's been that long. But yeah, we're here to talk about a couple things with the Sniper Island sit down. Obviously, the stream title, the potential for a cabin boy slash cabin girl or apprentice on the Straw Hat Pirates. Because both me and Gon both agree that we think that one of the kids is going to join, whether it's Tama, whether it's Momonosuke, whether it's Toko, whether it's any combination of them, or whether it's all of them. Uh, but that's the main one. That's the main topic of the stream. We got the disrespect of Sanji. how how much disrespect can Sanji fans go through before Oda finally just says enough is enough? And normally we do you know new crew member predictions, but because that's tied in with the main topic, we're gonna skip over that. And of course, next arc predictions or next chapter predictions or whatever. But going, how have you been?
I'm trying not to laugh for the past minute or two because you mentioned Toko and I was just joking about that when I mentioned it earlier.
Not, bro. There are actually people who 100% believe that Toko is going to join. Like no doubt in their mind that Toko is gonna join.
I
Like
I didn't even know that. I was just joking about it earlier.
I've had full on arguments with people who believe that Toko is going to join, and they have the same passion and certainty in their voices and in their like typed words as the Carrot supporters do. At least I can understand why people believe Carrot's gonna join. Toko has had she's friends with people in with the Straw Hats, but I don't see her as you know potential crew member. Like I don't see her as a potential crew member. It just doesn't compute for me, man. Like at all. Ulrich, why are you Ulrich? Nobody's talking about shipping. Nobody's talking about shit. Like absolutely nobody is talking about shipping.
I mean, it's a fair ship though.
I
We
mean,
all know Boa's trash.
oh, whoa. Boa is the only ship that makes sense for Luffy.
No,
Oda
what?
Oda has already come out and said there will be no romance between crew members. Who's left for Luffy?
It's not. Vivi makes more sense than Boa.
You are fucking insane.
You
You are
you know
fucking.
I'm right.
Oh
Vivi makes
no!
more sense.
Go on. We are letting Ulrich pull us into this, and I will not give Ulrich that kind of satisfaction. I will curse you out later. I
See,
will curse
see,
you out later.
there was one thing I just remember. Thank you, Ulrich. There was one thing that just reminded me. You and Vito, out of nowhere, the last stream that you guys had together, you and Vito just
What?
basically went, "Fuck you, Gon," over my Boa comment. Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, tell me, hold up. Did I forget my water? Where's my? Oh no, I got a water right here. Oh my god, I need to stay hydrated. Ooh, I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember it clearly. Both
I
of
don't
y'all
remember
just turned around and "Fuck you, Gon."
that. Fuck you, go.
And then before I could even respond, you just ended the stream. I was like, "Oh, that's dirty. I see how it
No,
is."
because no. Now I remember what that was. I remember what that was now. I ended the stream because I said me and you are going to have to sit down and have a full-on conversation. We were saying fuck you gone because of the whole Toko stuff. of the Toko
No,
situation.
no, it was the Boa stuff. Because I said Boa's trash, and
Okay,
both of y'all
okay, then
dismissed that.
either way, fuck you, Gon. Either way, fuck you, bro.
See, I'm gonna stand up for me and Ulrich on this one. It's like Luffy X Nami all day.
Nah, Oda has already confirmed no shipping between the crew members.
Yeah, Oda also said that there would only be 10 members.
Oda never
What
said there would
point?
only be 10 members. Luffy said that 10 members to start would be fine. He said 10 guys should be fine before I go into the Grand Line.
Right.
And that was
then
and that
also
and that
didn't
was
make
in
it clear
and
if
look
Luffy
and
was
wait, that was also in chapter 1 of the manga when the length of the entire series was supposed to be to where Alabasta ended.
5 years.
Yeah, the series was only supposed to go on for 5 years. That was in chapter 1 when he said 10 members. In chapter
Right.
1, before Oda got the extension on the series.
Right. And then like what 21, 22 years later,
We still
here we are.
Oh yeah, okay. Oda said that we're only getting 10 that we're only getting 10 members. As of right now, Luffy's about if he recruits one more person here in Wano aside from Jinbei, that's 10 not counting Luffy.
Yeah, but Oda already said that we're gonna get more than 10.
I don't remember that.
He said it in an interview.
I don't you're going to have to like bring out the works cited page, bro.
Don't worry, I'm gonna make one up after this stream.
No, not after the stream. You're gonna have to show your work here and now. Put it in a room with no mics. Because I don't remember that. I don't remember Oda specifically saying there will be more than 10 members. Well, no, you're absolutely right. Because if one person does get recruited here, Vivi is, even if you count Vivi as 0.5, like half a member, that's still more than 10. 10.5 right. Is still more than 10.
Thank you for proving my fact for me.
Even still, she ain't on the Sunny. She ain't on the Sunny. Yo, Pharaoh, what's going on, man? It doesn't make any sense.
Let's not forget Sunny is a member.
The Sunny is their home base. They consider the Sunny as much
no,
of a
no.
They consider the Sunny. They consider the Sunny as much of a member of the crew as the rest of them, but it is their ship. In the Viver cards, yes, Oda is going to count the ships as members of the crew because it's holding the crew. Your girl Tashigi is a better choice. Wait. Almost every girl in the series is a better choice than Boa. You, what? What?
Hey, I second that.
You are wild. That's some wild shit. I'm
all for Boa slander, so yeah.
You know what used to kill me? The people who shipped Luffy and Shirahoshi. That never made sense to me. Give me 1 second. I will be right back.
No problem. Big pirate. What are you talking about, Joker? Hey, before Silvers comes back, when me and Silvers first met, he thought I was black, which I'm not. Do I sound black to y'all? I support Tama and Momo for Apprentice. Yeah, there we go. Nah, it's too late. You already put it out there.
Okay, I'm back. I apologize about that. What's going on? What's too late? Who already put what out where?
Alberto,
I support Tama and Momo for Apprentice. Not really. Nope, you already said it. You already said it. Once you stake claim to a candidate, you can no longer take it back. Don't believe me? At one point, I used to believe Tashigi was going to join the crew. and I still get shit for it. I believe that back when she was first introduced in Logtown, simply because of how adamant she was about her dream of collecting the Wazumono Gray Swords. No other character, except for people who were joining the crew at that time, stated their dreams that clearly. No other characters. And lo and behold, look where we are now. She barely shows up in the series. And when she does, she gets disrespected. Like, it's disgusting how bad Oda does to Shigi. Shirahoshi x Luffy is stupid, but it's better than Boa x Luffy. That's cap. That's cap. All right, hold up. Nah, we talk about shipping. See, this is why Ulrich needs to be banned. Okay, we have specific topics to address here. Okay, and we've already been going for like 10 minutes. I stand Momo and Tama. Okay, Alberto. I can respect that.
Stand as a crew or as a couple?
We don't need to talk about kid couples. I mean, no, we can talk about the shipping for the younger generation in One Piece. I mean, they're like adorable couples in like kids cartoons, right?
Are they?
Yeah. I watch a cartoon called Loud House. I fucking love Loud House. Lincoln is like what, 13, and he has a girlfriend that he kissed. No, we're definitely not about to do this. Okay, the disrespect of Sanji. Ever since the New World, Sanji has been, let's just say, less than. I don't even have a word for it. What Sanji has been doing, in my opinion, post time skip is just, I don't want to say disgusting, but he's been doing his actions post time skip has just proven that Oda, I don't think Oda knows what he wants to do with a large cast of characters, especially if they don't have a vital role to say. Because every time we see Sanji, like, look at Fishman Island. Sanji, right. Like, we could have been introduced to the law of no sharing blood between humans and fishmen in any way possible. But no, Sanji had to almost die from a gag. Like, Sanji's life was 100% in danger. Like, he really could have died if he didn't get any blood. And like, you use that as a catalyst to introduce like a series, like something serious in the series. I feel like they could have won about that a lot better. And this one is actually something that is just a personal opinion of mine. The whole situation with Capone and Big Mom, you have to come to this tea party, otherwise they're going after Zeph. Zeph is a world-class cook.
Right.
If Big Mom went after Zeph, this man would have probably made her some amazing food, and she would have said, "Don't kill him. Don't kill him." And on top of it, he was in the Grand Line for more than a year. No, for an entire year. They never specified whether it was the New World or Paradise or just Paradise. I want to say he's been in the New World simply because he refers to the first half. He refers to the Grand Line as Paradise, and the Straw Hats spent less than 6 months in the first half of the Grand Line before they made it to Saboti. I think Zeph has been to the New World. I think he could have handled some like Big Mom scrubs. The only thing that would have held him back, in my opinion, probably would have been the ship and the customers and everybody and like his entire staff. But 1v1, I think Zeph can probably handle himself against the Big Mom scrubs, like the assassins that Big Mom sends. And if Big Mom, no, I don't even think it was Big Mom who's threatening to go after Zeph. It was Germa. And I think Zeph could have handled the Germa. I think he could have handled them no problem. But instead of believing in his crew and Like, and it also goes to show that Sanji doesn't know Luffy well enough to, because if he thought leaving a note saying I'll be back was good enough to make Luffy go, okay, we're gonna stay here and wait for Sanji to come back, he obviously does not know Luffy. He obviously does not know Luffy. He actually thought that Luffy wasn't gonna come after him, and when he did come after him, you know the entire situation that went down with Usopp. You told Usopp, you even told Luffy and Nami that Zoro is right about Usopp.
Right.
What he is doing is disgusting and unforgivable. He has to apologize. You don't disrespect the captain that much. You were raised by a pirate. Not even just any pirate, a pirate captain. And with all of that, you still went out and attacked Luffy the way that you did. I don't give a fuck what kind of emotional scarring your family had on you. The time that you spent with Luffy and them didn't overwrite that. And then on top of it, you know Reiju is on your side. You know she actually cares about you.
Right.
So, and you still go out and attack Luffy and tell him, this is an emperor. You can't take her on. Motherfucker, the plan is to take on an emperor. Luffy already said, I want to take down all four. But, and like, you really think that Luffy's not going to come after you? I just think Sanji's entire reasoning behind all that was just kind of stupid. And at least if he would have told Capone, fuck off, they would have had the home field advantage. They would have had the Minks on their side. They would have had the rest of the crew on their side. If Big Mom's people came to attack Zoe, they couldn't just take out Zunisha, because Zunisha would have smacked the ship away. Look what King did to the ship when they had all of them people. There's no way Big Mom is sending her entire family. And nah.
Well, like, when it comes to Whole Cake Island, my whole thing about Sanji needs, in my opinion, he needs to be punished for what he did. But at the same time, like, as much as I hated that angle for Sanji, it's like a lesson he needed to learn in the fact that he's never had family go all out for him. So this was his first instance of it, experiencing it, where Luffy ain't just gonna kick back and let him make that type of a choice by himself. He's like, family's family. We rocking together.
Yeah, I understand that, but the time that Sanji spent with the Straw Hats should have already given him that impression of they're ride or die for me. Like, I don't need you to show it, to actually do it. I know you're willing to. I mean, look at where Sanji already kicked Luffy once before. Remember when he was arguing with Usopp, Luffy was about to tell him to leave the crew, and Sanji kicked him in the face and said, "Watch what the fuck you say. This is the crew. This is the family. You don't disrespect the family." And it just seems a little bit hypocritical, in my opinion, that that after all of that, Sanji just does a complete 180 in terms of everything that the man won't hit a woman for a woman on his crew, but just a mere mention of his of the Germa family, he's ready to abandon the entire crew.
Right.
Because
which is why I hate Wano for Sanji.
Because of the trauma that he got from his family, and the fact that he doesn't think that Luffy can take on an emperor. Whether you think Luffy can take on an emperor or not, even if Luffy decided we're going to let Sanji go, he knows what he's doing, we have to let him go. He's already made the plan to go after Big Mom, Kaido, Blackbeard, and he said he wanted to take all four out. Shanks too. Eventually, he's coming after Big Mom. There's nothing you can do. So why leave? Like, Sanji, in all honesty, Sanji really, that on Oda's part, it didn't make a lot of sense to me. But I get it. The plot has to move forward. Sanji needed a motivation to leave the crew. We needed a reason to get to Whole Cake Island. We needed something to get us there so we can discover the poneglyphs, discover the road poneglyph, steal those, and the whole confrontation with Big Mom, because we weren't gonna go to Wano, finish everything up there, and then just jump right into another altercation, another big all-out war with another emperor. You just had a war with an emperor. Why make another war? And that's another thing that a lot of people give me shit for. Oh, Big Mom and Kaido are going down this arc. Why do you want Big Mom to continue on into another arc? Because this is the big war between the Straw Hats and the Emperors. If Big Mom was separate from Wano, because I used to be one of the people who said I hated Big Mom coming to Wano, but now it actually makes sense, because if we left Big Mom by herself and we took on Kaido, we had a big war with Kaido, and then left that, and then had a big war with Big Mom. All of these wars is gonna make it feel less special. It's gonna make a big all out fight against an emperor seem not like it's not that big of a deal. When the build up for the emperors that we've gotten it's been stated to be a spectacle, like, of massive proportions. One does not simply just attack an emperor. You don't. So having Big Mom here, we can have a big all-out war, and it's against two of them. Kaido goes down. Big Mom carries on into the next arc. She's still she's still a massive force that we have to take out, but it's not an all-out war like it is here. Like in all honesty, I think Big Mom is going to be an Elbaf by herself. I don't think she's gonna have her crew, like any semblance of her crew.
So, and that's what, to kind of go back to Sanji a little.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
one of my, like, all the lessons, or the two major lessons he should have picked up after the events of Whole Cake Island. He completely 180s that in Wano. Like, Luffy, knowing that they were prepping to go against Kaido in Zunisha, Sanji leaves anyway. Luffy leaves half the crew to go and get Sanji. That's a lesson Sanji should have picked up on. And then,
Hey, going real quick. DJ, my boy, DJ, how
what's
have
up,
you
DJ?
been, man? Gone. He gives his best. I think DJ was just dropping in to say what's going on. DJ, I miss you. I miss you.
Yeah,
I miss you, DJ.
been too long.
It's been way too long. But my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Oh, my name is Kate. My name isn't KD. They were threatening people on the Baratier, but the people that we saw threatening, the people who were the ones who were doing the threatening was Germa. And the way Sanji was handling his brothers and his father, I don't think that Zeph would have had much problem with them. I don't.
Right.
I don't. I really, really don't. Zeph spent a year in. Oh my God, DJ. Oh, my heart. Oh, I miss you. I miss you. But yeah, Zeph spent a year in the Grand Line. If he does, if I think Zeph actually does have hockey. Is why he didn't show it earlier in the series. It's because it was earlier in the series. Hockey wasn't really a fleshed out concept at that point. And but Geen was able to sneak up behind him and take him hostage. Plot, I guess. I don't have the answers for everything, but in all honesty, I do think that Zeph would have been able to handle fucking Germa. How strong is Zeph? I'm not sure. He spent a year on the Grand Line, and he fucking came back out and went back to the East Blue and had no fucking scars on him, no scratches. He even still had his entire crew. He had his whole crew with him.
I mean, he was strong enough that he got his own name.
Yeah, Red Leg Zeph. Don Krieg saw this man and was in shock, awe, and fear. And then he saw that he was missing his leg and was like, okay, I give no fucks about you. You're weak now. You lost the one thing that made you special. And their second strongest person with one of his strongest attacks, dude, like, he really just, Zeph took that peg leg and swiped and extinguished Pearl's, like, one of Pearl's strongest attacks. And I know there are people who, like Eric and Christian, who will say shit like, oh, that's Pearl, that's the East Blue. Of course, that just furthers my point.
Right.
him him fodderizing one of Pearl's strongest attacks makes Zeph all the more stronger. Meaning an East Blue opponent to Zeph ain't shit. He ain't shit. Like at all.
Right.
Zeph should have known Skywalk. Hey, Hypebeast Morgan. Oh shit, wait. The alert is on the wrong side. I apologize about that. I will replay that. Alerts. I apologize if y'all hear something in the background. My little brother's been a pain in the ass. Let me replay that. Hypebeast Morgan's hit coming in with a $5 dono. Thank you, man. He said Sanji, in my opinion, still owes Luffy an apology. I can't let it slide till he does. Dude made fun of Luffy's dream. No other Straw Hat would never. I agree with you 100%. Like, I don't think that he owes Luffy an apology because remember, Sanji technically already did apologize. Like he really did come out and apologize on I get on some levels. He acknowledged his mistakes, but yeah, you don't attack the captain like that. You don't. And I do think that when everything settles down, because going into Wano, Zeph over Ace, Joker, I thought I took your power away. Joker, I'm gonna take your power away. But
I think Joker's making up for me not being in the chat.
yeah. But I do think like going into Wano and everything, it was a tense situation. There was time to just sit down and just talk about things, but not enough for there to be but not enough like downtime to have, you know, a monologue between the crew. After Wano, should we go through some type of transition arc? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
What up, homie? How's it going? See, Alberto. The thing is, my whole thing about Sanji is he like Whole Cake Island was a huge build up arc for him, character wise, right? Soon as we enter Wano, Sanji 180s that all the build up. Like he made this big ass deal about Jinbei joining them to help him get Luffy to the roof, right? The next chapter, Sanji ditches both of them.
Yo, my bad. See,
Well,
it only happens when I'm streaming, bro. It only
no
happens when
problem.
I'm streaming. What was I saying?
You were talking about how amazing I am.
Nah, that can't be right. That can't be right. Zeph should know Skywalk. Uh I guess I would agree with that. Zeph uses Foxfire style. In my fanfic, Zeph comes to the new world. Pretty much okay. Oh my god, I don't want to say this, but I don't give a fuck. I pretty much do the Grand Magic games from Fairy Tail, but in One Piece. And there's a period of time before the tournament happens where everybody gets to train. Zeph comes, he trains with Sanji, and Zeph gives Sanji the pep talk of, I heard about what happened at Ennis Lobby. And Zeph kicks the shit out of Sanji. You never put your pride and your morals above the crew. You should have beat that bitch's ass. You should have whooped her ass. Zeph beats that lesson into him, and then he gives Sanji a power up moment of never believe that you were the first person to do anything. Expect the unexpected, and you'll never lose a fight in your life. And Zeph pulls out Diablo Jambe. I would be out that it's bad fan fiction, but it's my fan fiction nonetheless, and I stand by it. I want a moment for Sanji where I want a realization moment for Sanji. Something that that takes everything that Sanji knows and just flips it on its fucking side. Zeff taught him to never hit a woman, to always respect the customer, to never waste food. Wasting food, I understand that. I used to get my ass beat by my grandmother if I didn't eat everything on my plate before it got cold. Don't hit a woman, respect the customer. Fuck that. Fuck that. You disrespect my kitchen, you getting your ass beat. Again, my grandmother beat that lesson into me. Never hit a woman. If a bitch is man enough to get hit, the bitch can get hit back. I apologize for using bitch, but I am just repeating what my grandmother taught me. Cause I got punched in the face by a girl in elementary school, and I didn't hit her back. And when my grandmother came to that school, and we was in that principal's office, she looked that girl mother in the face, and her mother said, he was right not to hit her back. You shouldn't hit girls. My grandmother turned and said, the bitch man enough to get hit, the bitch is man enough to get hit back. And I lost my shit after that. My grandmother became one of the coolest people in the world to me. My grandmother actually is one of the coolest people in the world. She was a goddamn corrections officer. Mwah, I love you, Nanny. But I'm glad Silvers was interrupted because no one wants to talk. Wait, no one knows what he's talking about? Wait, what? Pharaoh, I have no idea what that sentence was mad broken, bro. Actually, I didn't think about that. Sanji pulled a simp-ass move on his captain and crew. Oh, you talking about when he ran away from Jinbei and Luffy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just bad. And everybody's like, yo, that's Sanji's incredible observation hockey. I don't think it was.
That was not no damn observation hockey.
No, I think he was using observation hockey. It was just that. Ooh, excuse me. Him and Luffy, observation hockey, probably on the same level. It's just that Luffy has more abilities. Okay, so Luffy's higher on a higher scale. It's just that Luffy heard everything that Sanji heard. It's just that Sanji ignores the men. And if he hears sex noises going on the other floor, he's going to run over to it. That shit pissed me off to no end. And I spoke to JD about it at one point. And we both agreed that unless this leads to something incredible that Sanji ends up doing and it pays off later on, which it most likely happens every time he dips off by himself. But
right.
But in this case, he ran into a bunch of women, which has already been established that he can't fight. So which means that he has to be saved by somebody else who is going to fight this fight. Because this is one of the Tobi Roppo. This is one of the people that we have to take out. If we don't take her out, she's going to be an issue.
No, it's not that he can't fight. He just chooses not to.
No, he physically cannot hit them. Because remember when he was fighting Khalifa, he swung his leg at her, but he stopped short because he physically cannot hit her. He cannot cause her harm.
No, that's a choice. Come on now, that's a choice.
I agree with you. That's his goddamn choice. But I can't. Oh my god, I can't remember where it was. But I think it was actually stated that Sanji physically cannot hit women. I need to find it, but I'm gonna find it at some point. But I think Sanji physically cannot harm a woman. Zeff is the one that taught him how to not to hit women that would lack consistency. No. Zeff taught him never to hit a woman because gentlemen don't hit women. But if it's for the sake, under certain circumstances.
Right.
If it's for the sake of your crew, take Enies Lobby for example. If you have to choose between letting this woman kill you and letting the woman in your crew, your ally, the person that you're here to save, get killed, that's already 2 L's right there.
Right.
That's 2 L's. You just you died and somebody you cared about died. Whereas in that situation, whoop Khalifa's ass and go save the woman in your crew. Now that's just one L. That's just a scar on your pride, for that moment. But at least you saved the person. At least you saved the person that you cared about.
Right.
I want Sanji to have a realization moment like that. And I'm not saying that every time he sees a woman being like a cunt, he just walks up to her and just slaps the hell out of her. No. Hell no. Sanji is still a gentleman through and through, but if need be, if the circumstances are dire enough or the situation presents itself, he will fight a woman if he absolutely has to. Like, look at, all right, it's the exact way I see like that Zoro won't cut a woman. He prefers not to, but if he has to, I'm going to slice you the fucking half, Monet.
Exactly.
Like Zoro didn't use hockey to cut her, but he still sliced her in half and put the fear of God into her. Like he conquers hockey Monet without using conqueror's hockey. Like the man put fuck the fear of God. He put the fear of the devil into her.
Right.
That's the kind of attitude that I want Sanji to have. I prefer not to hit a woman, and I will do anything in my power to avoid hitting this woman. But if my back is against the wall and I have absolutely no choice, and somebody in my crew is being threatened, if I don't do this, somebody in my crew is going to die. At that point, I think Sanji should be able to put his pride aside and go, I'm about to fuck you up. I don't want to. I'm going to cry for a little while. Like, I'm going to cry for a couple weeks after this, but I'm about to fuck you up.
Right.
Because Robin,
it don't necessarily have to happen in Wano. That could come in the next arc or the next couple arcs.
I would like it to happen in Wano because of the situation that Sanji is in right now, but
right.
The way things are going, I don't think it'll happen.
Robin and Brook are going to save his ass.
Most likely.
Right.
If not Robin and Brook, Yamato could come back up. Why? No, I don't think Yamato's gonna come back up because she has to protect Momonosuke and Shinobu. There's no reason to run back into the battlefield. So yeah, as of right now, that's my biggest issue with Sanji.
Right.
That's my biggest issue with Sanji is that his pride means more to him than the safety of his crew, which means he would let his entire crew die if it means he didn't have to hit a woman. And I think that's bullshit.
See, my whole, I think my biggest issue with Sanji is if Oda is going to continue with the whole I don't hit women decree, he should drop it because his gag overshadows that. You know what I mean?
The pervert gag?
Yeah, the pervert gag. Like you can all day any man can turn around and say, "Look, I don't hit women. It's not in me to hit women. I don't put my hands. I don't kick. I don't beat women." But then the gag is like, bro. So you're not gonna hit them. You're right. But you're gonna sexualize them.
Yeah, that is kind of.
That defeats the point.
Women are precious. You shouldn't disrespect them in any way, and then turn around, sex and just make them sex symbols. But I mean, these are, all right. Let me just say that these are the issues that Sanji has, that Sanji has, and that I have with Sanji. Just because I can recognize these issues, chat, does not mean I have the solution.
Right.
Okay, this is the problems that I have with them. How to fix it, at this point in time, I have absolutely no idea. It's just it's just a question that I pose. It's just a question that I pose, and it was just the issues that I think that Sanji needs to overcome at some point. And I know there are a lot of people who say, "Oh, if he hits a woman, that goes against everything that he was ever taught." I disagree. We can have a conversation about it if you'd like. That it's just that there are circumstances that should allow for Sanji to break that, to to go against that lesson, like those teachings. And in all honesty, it really makes no sense that he hasn't done it up until this point. And granted, he hasn't come up against many female opponents because, like, if you believe the the hate, Oda doesn't Oda disrespects women. Like there aren't really powerful women in One Piece with the exception of Boa and Big Mom and maybe Suru.
Damn, the blasphemy that you would put Boa in front of Big Mom.
I mean, I just it's in no particular fucking order. It's in no particular order, you asshole. Stop trying to start some shit. I mean,
Man.
Sanji told Zoro to abandon his dream at the Baratie. People forget that also. Oh yeah, Sanji told Zoro, like, abandon your dream. Like your life isn't worth a dream. Damn. So that's another damn. So by that logic, if Sanji had a gun to his head, if somebody had a gun in Sanji's mouth and said if you turn around, you're going to find the all blue. The all blue is right there. But if you do that, I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out. Sanji would walk away from his dream to save his own life. Like that, I feel like that goes against the credo of the Straw Hat Pirates.
Right, it's
We
a
need
huge
to
lesson he needs to learn.
damn. I mean, I think he's over that point. I think he's over that at this point because I don't. We've never seen another instance of him telling people give up on your dream and save your life since the Baratie. As a matter of fact, I think that instance of Zoro risking his life for his ambitions, like, kind of inspired Sanji. At least I hope it did.
Mm.
I'd hate to get the Elbaf and Sanji gets a hint towards his overall goal of the all blue, and come to find out, finding the all blue means that he'll die or some shit. Don't ask how. And then he just goes, okay, I give up. Like, I hope that shit won't happen. I really do. But I don't know. At this point, Sanji's a wild card in terms of his character. I I don't know how or what Oda is planning for Sanji in this arc, because he put him in a situation that Sanji just refuses to fight in against an opponent that we have to take out. And if you were gonna do that, why not just put Sanji on the roof with the rest of them? Unless you believe that Sanji isn't strong enough, then in that case, why not just leave Sanji with Jinbei, or have Jinbei continue on, like, follow Sanji going, like, to go wherever Sanji went? I mean, there's a lot of questions. I guess we're just gonna have to wait until the next time we see Sanji to find out actually what's going on with him. But as far as my hopes for, as far as like the future of Sanji, I'm not very hopeful. Like, I'm not very hopeful, like, at all.
Honestly, it really is a tough situation for Sanji's character build, because the way Oda has built him into being this dude who never hits women, it kind of points towards a day when Sanji eventually puts his hands or feet on women.
And that is the day that I'm waiting for. In
And
all honesty.
it's like, in one way, it's promoting um, a negative image,
But
but at
it
the same
depends on it depends on the context of it, though.
right, right.
Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, it depends on the context of it, and I, Jesus Christ, I really don't know how I would go about. I don't want to say improving Sanji's character, because I don't think that I can personally improve on the writing of. Oh shit! What happened to my chat? Oh fuck it! It'll come back when it want.
Oh, unless um Ivankov, gender changes him.
Changes him to a woman. I mean, I don't think that I don't think that that would change anything. He still believes that women are precious and shouldn't be harmed. It's just now he's a woman too.
Sanji is not the rooftop level. I
Sanji is
mean,
not rooftop
I
level.
think he is. Um, it's just that he's not built to be the frontline guy like Zoro and Luffy is. He's meant to be the espionage guy.
That is the best answer anybody has ever given in terms of why Sanji isn't doing more.
Right,
That is the best answer that I've ever gotten. And his raid and Sanji's raid suit actually goes to further that point.
right. See,
Like the big
that's
point
the
of it
proof that
was
I'm just not a
invisibility.
Sanji hater. I love Sanji. It's just he's not meant to be the frontline guy. That's something people got to take into
Well,
consideration.
no, Sanji is one of the top fighters of the Straw Hats in terms of 1v1s, but in terms of a big all out planned out thing, yes, Sanji is the espionage guy. He's that slide behind the scenes shit. While Zoro is the one who is at the front lines, battle ready, attacking. Luffy is the one who he's not even with the army. He's running off by himself, much like Sanji, but much like Zoro, he's taking on hordes of people.
Right.
Sanji, he in a big all out fight, he can handle himself like Luffy and Zoro. It's just that he chooses to be more tactical about things.
Right, right.
That I can 100% get behind.
That's another thing about Sanji. I think some people overlook is he's for Sanji. He's pretty tactical. I think he could, you know, he's on the same level as a law when it comes to tacticians.
Um, as far as we've seen, I would agree with that, but I think there has been SBSs or interviews or some shit that would state otherwise.
Hmm.
Ski said Sanji took a direct hit from King and got right back up. Yeah, that was a direct comment about the raid suit. Sanji got up and was like, "Damn, this suit is actually a lot more durable." Why the hell can't I say that word? Dur
That's because
dur
that's not the truth. The truth is King hit him so hard. We were like, man, this suit, nope,
durable
durable,
durable say it.
durable.
Durable. Okay, yeah. There. What the fuck was that? Yeah, it was a Sanji got up and was like, "Man, this raid suit is a lot more durable than I give it credit for." Like that was a direct comment about the raid suit.
And then he took it off and hasn't put it on since.
I was hoping before the big fight in Onogashima that Sanji got Frankie and Usopp to redesign the raid suit. He said he was going to make some changes. Why didn't you just make the changes and just turn it into one of your fancy ass suits? I hate the Power Ranger look. I hate
Oh,
it.
come on.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate the clown shoes. I hate the cape. I hate the sunglasses. I hate the mask. I hate the ascot. I hate the stupid hair. The hairstyle change. I hate everything about the raid suit. You can give Sanji some armor, but if anything, why not just make it a film that explodes out and attaches to you and then just fucking camouflages or layers over the clothes you're wearing. Raid suit, there you go. And now you pretty much just got armor on. Invisible armor. There you go. You don't need to put him in a fucking clown suit.
If I'm being honest, I still stand by my initial stance on the raid suit. I hate it for Sanji. It's a crutch, and Sanji don't need it.
I liked it. I liked it. I liked the idea of Sanji just tossing it away and Frankie going, "Nope, I'll take it." And Frankie like reverse engineering it into something for himself because that's Frankie's whole thing, technology. Technology to make myself stronger. I wanted Raid Suit is trash, stop it. I wanted Sanji, or if Sanji, I like that Sanji got over his whole thing about his family and decided I'm going to use this. Don't get me wrong, I like that. I like that whole thing about for Sanji.
Right.
I don't care about like my hatred for my family. I'm going to use this to protect the people I care about. That's a weird ass. That's a weird ass time to finally do something like get over one of your traumas or one of your lessons for the people that you care about when Robin was about to die. But okay. But I wanted Sanji to have that suit. And much like how I think Nami is developing with Zeus, when Zeus is gone, she's going to be able to use Zeus level attacks because she learned from having Zeus. I want Sanji to have that raid suit, learn from having the raid suit, and then when he takes it off, it's like Goku removing the weighted clothes. I want Sanji to develop past the raid suit to the point where when he finally takes it off, he's like, okay, this thing was actually holding me back.
Exactly. That's what I think it is right now. It holds him back from his full potential.
I want that to happen. I really do. The one
Combat
no,
weapons.
the one thing that I absolutely that I oh my god hope is not the case, and I don't think it is the theory that Sanji's recessive genes, like the fucking DNA thing, comes out, and that's how he gets a power up. That would mean his mother died for absolutely nothing.
Right.
His mother sacrificed herself for nothing. And the dumbest, the oh my god dumbest like excuse as to why people say it makes sense that it worked on Sanji is because he's number 3. How come it skipped over 1, 2, and went straight? How come it worked on 1, 2, skipped over 3, and went straight to 4? That's not how birth works.
Right.
Like Ichiji was just the first one to come out. They were all in the stomach at the exact same time. Okay, they all came out. It's just that one was lower down than the other ones. It didn't work on Sanji. None of it worked on Sanji. Sanji just got strong without that shit. It didn't work. And I hope to God that Oda does not like just fuck it, just go fuck it and give Sanji the fucking DNA enhancements bullshit. Because I'd call absolute bullshit on it. Hype Beast Morgan says, so what about the Frankie's making Kaido killing weapons? I've given up on that. I've given up on that. I really have. I never took it too seriously to begin with, but Frankie making Kaido killing weapons didn't have much weight to it to begin with because Frankie doesn't know how to kill Kaido. Like, he's never met Kaido. How does he know how to kill him? As far as Frankie knew at that time, a fucking cannon was enough to kill Kaido.
I mean,
that's it.
The funny thing about that is Frankie wanted to turn all those ships into Kaido killing weapons, right? But then they destroyed all those ships when they got to Onigashima.
Yo,
Right?
there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that was advertised for Wano, and it was just false advertisement. Right. And people kept telling me, no, it's not false advertisement. It's subverting expectations. Eat like 9 dicks. That was false advertising.
Right.
That
and
was false
advertising. At the same time, if they didn't destroy all those ships, they're back in the ocean because Kaido took the island.
Bro. Oh my god. Wano is a country full of massively strong swordsmen. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a strong swordsman. How strong? We don't know. But all of these swordsmen are strong enough to the point where the entire world government looked at that country and just said, nope. Don't try to recruit them into the warlords. Don't try and make them, like, bring them into the world government. Just no. Leave them alone. They're an isolated country. And then we get to Wano. One, it's an isolated country because of the surrounding rapids not 100% by choice, because there are a lot of people in. Apparently, there's a lot of people in Wano who fucking left. Second, swordsmanship has been outlawed for 20 goddamn years. Most of the strong swordsmen are old and can only like give wisdom and knowledge and
That's
can't
exactly
swing
what I
a
was about to
goddamn
say.
sword.
That
No, fuck no,
I was like
no,
the simplicity in stopping a nation of samurais and just taking away their swords.
bro.
It makes them look so dumb. I'm not gonna lie.
And it didn't even take much. It didn't even take much. Fucking Orochi lied and said, I'm the new shogun, and then started doing deals with Kaido to make more weapons. How did that outlaw swordsmanship? And you are a country whose entire culture is based around swordsmanship, and you let this little fuck outlaw swordsmanship? Are you serious? What happened? Did Kaido enforce martial law? Not many people knew Kaido was in Wano. Not many people knew. And then Odin, I understand when Odin attacked, and then that army got wiped out. That army got wiped out. A lot of people probably laid down their swords and bowed down to the new rulers. But which we come to find out, none of them actually really bow down to the new rulers. They're just biding their time. They have to stay alive. They have to stay alive. They have families. They have children. But even still, niggas really let the entire basis to their entire culture be outlawed to the point where master swordsmen are rare.
Oh man! And then Zoro comes along and cuts down the magistrate with the butter knife.
Bruh. Some of the best swordsmen was that magistrate dude. He was the guy running around killing people in the night. He was cutting people down. And Zoro comes out of nowhere. He didn't even need a sword. He didn't even need a sword. The man had a letter opener and he cut a building in half. You see zombie Ryuma, and it was given fucking pre-time skip Zoro the works. You were and that was dead, rotting body, not even his personality or his fighting style Ryuma. I was expecting to get to Wano in every sword, in every competent swordsman or every person that we got to know to be of that level. And then when they actually talk about Ryuma, they're saying shit that only Mihawk can do. You see Mount Fuji in the background? The top of that used to be sharp. That used to be sharp. You know what happened? A couple hundred years ago, when Ryuma sliced that dragon and cut that dragon's head off, the swing of his sword was so powerful, it cut through the dragon's head and cut the top of that fucking mountain. That was Ryuma. You see
I guess that puts law on his level then.
No, fuck no, that was a devil fruit. You see this river running through Wano? You want to know why it's so goddamn fucking symmetrical on both sides? Because Ryuma cut the country in half. That was the shit I was expecting to hear. But we get here. Fucking Kinemon mentioned Ryuma's sword about Zoro in a side panel one time after we left Punk Hazard and never brought it up ever again. Ever.
Right.
We get to Wano. Somebody steals his sword off screen. How does a nigga that big steal one of your swords, Zoro? Afro Samurai was on death's door being washed up a raging river. The nigga never let go of his sword while unconscious. Where is your samurai spirit?
Oh, come on now, Gyukimaru. Don't fat shame Gyukimaru.
I'm not fat shaming Gyukimaru. I'm just asking the question. How did you not see that big nigga coming? How did you not see that big nigga coming? And then on top of it, you let him run far away enough that you didn't notice him to the point where he got far away enough that you had to run after him. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
I mean, Yukimaru got skills, man.
And then on top of it, it's a fucking fox. It's a fox. And even, all right, that fox just goes to show you how fucking great old Wano was. 20 years ago, Wano. Even the bare minimum, 20 years ago, Wano. A fox who could turn into a person, or a person who could turn into a fox, whichever, is strong enough to take on two sword style post time skip Zoro. Imagine if that was the Wano we went to now.
Hell yeah, Yukimaru for Straw Hat.
And everybody in chat, I want y'all to understand this. Mihawk has not been to the strong version of Wano. And if he has, it was at a point where he was not on the level of those strong samurai. Because looking at how old is Mihawk actually? Because it's been 24 years.
I think he's a couple years older than Shanks.
Yeah, him and Shanks are about the same age. Mihawk, let me just look this up real quick.
I think Shanks is like 48.
Nah, Shanks is like 38. Oh, post time skip, Mihawk is 43. 24 years ago. Shit, I'm stupid. Alexa, what's 43 minus 24?
43 minus 24 is 19.
That means when swordsmanship in Wano was outlawed, when Gold Roger was executed.
I'm not sure about that.
Alexa, stop listening. When Gold Roger was executed, Mihawk was 19, standing there watching Gold Roger's execution. Okay, so that was the bare minimum. Okay? He was in the East Blue at the time. I don't think Mihawk was the world's strongest swordsman at that point. So for him to be even younger than that, and then going back, and then going to fight, and then going to Wano, he made Mihawk. If Mihawk did go to Wano, he trained there, and he didn't make a mark how a lot of people like originally thought. That Mihawk was the world's strongest swordsman, went to the strong version of Wano and made a mark, and now the people there are like, oh my god, the last time a storm like that came through Wano was Ryuma. That Mihawk, this Mihawk that we have, was not in the Wano. That was not in scary Wano.
You really think he could have gone through Wano?
What happened?
You really think Mihawk could have gone through Wano?
If Mihawk now if Mihawk now went to Wano that Odin was in, I think Mihawk, if he wouldn't have been able to beat every swordsman there in a proper fight, he would have made a good enough impression to the point where it would have been like, oh shit, this dude, not from Wano, is besting someone. He would have left a mark. Motherfuckers in Wano would have known the name Dracula Mihawk. Whether he would have been able... Okay, let me ask the chat this question. And for the people who are watching this, like after the live stream, could Mihawk beat Odin? And I'm not talking about the Odin that fought Kaido. I'm talking about the Odin that Kaido said, if you would have come at me, you would have been able to beat me. Before he joined Roger and Whitebeard, would Mihawk be able to beat that Odin? Because remember, but you also got to remember, Kaido was not as strong as he was back then. That he told Odin, you could have beaten me back then. He was not as strong as he is now. He was nowhere near as strong as he was now. Mihawk would have washed all of the samurai. Joker, I'm going to wait for some more people to reply because I cannot take you. I'm sorry. You've lost your credibility. You were going to have to give give your stamp of approval to small things to build your credit back up. Okay? Mihawk could have 2v1'd
What?
Odin
What?
and Shanks?
How does Joker do that? Just agree with everything you say?
No. Because then that's just being a kiss ass. Give a stamp of approval to little things. Like, okay, Luffy's gonna pull out a new attack. Luffy does it. Okay, that's great. Luffy, just make small little predictions or agree with the small thing or agree with small things. And afterwards, then you can start doing hot takes again. Okay? All right, but we've been going on for like an hour and we still haven't even touched on like the Apprentice stuff. Like we've gone off on tangents to the point where it's not even funny. Like it's not even funny.
Before you get to the chat, if I can throw in my 2 cents.
Go ahead. I'm
The
about to do some damage.
the reason why I would say Mihawk over Odin is simple enough to me to say the sword grades. Odin didn't have one of those.
Odin did have a graded sword. He had 2 of them.
No. Not on Yoru's level.
Yoru is one of the 12. Enma and Aminoha Bakiri are one of the 21.
Right.
They're 1 grade below.
Right.
Okay. But who do you think is the better? Do you think Mihawk is actually a better swordsman?
Because we've seen Odin do what he does against Whitebeard and Roger and Kaido.
Oh yeah.
We know more detail from Odin, right?
Yeah.
But basically all we've seen from Mihawk is a giant slash that got stopped by Jozu and a 1v1 against Vista.
Which he was he was barely paying attention to.
Right. And he wasn't. They both told each other. Him and Vista both said they both knew that they weren't going all out. So.
He told Vista, yeah, this was a nice little spar, and Vista looked at Mihawk and was like, yeah, you weren't taking me seriously. You really weren't.
I think kind of like, to me, in my head canon, I think that pisses off Vista. Because Vista finally got a chance to take on the best, and he was just playing around with him.
Yeah, that's probably why Vista wasn't being as serious as he should have been, because he realized this guy isn't taking me serious. Like, I'm not gonna put 100% effort into this, and this dude is just looking at me like he's not even looking at me. What is he looking at? Is he looking at Luffy?
Yeah,
Are you thinking about Luffy?
The whole time.
The man was looking and thinking about Luffy that whole time. If I was Vista, I would have felt disrespected too. Who cares? What about Mihawk method of transportation? A little ring ding coffin with a sail in it that the man for some reason was like sails through the calm belt. How did he get through the calm belt? How did Mihawk get through the calm belt? Did that storm that he was in when he demolished Don Krieg give him enough momentum that he just kept just drifting through the calm belt?
He's probably cheating, using his slash to push himself through the water.
Either that or he was using Yoru as an oar. There was no way that man was sitting with his legs crossed and his hands folded that entire time. He only did that shit to look cool when he was approaching the Baratie. You know that nigga was panicking, like rowing to get out of the calm belt. Like, this is bullshit. There ain't no wind out here. I need to get home. Oh my god, I can't wait to go fuck this nigga up.
Man, how pissed off did he? That's one thing I always wondered about. I was like, dude, how the hell did you piss off Mihawk enough that he put in the effort to slowly chase you across the Grand Line?
He was bored, 1, and 2, Zeph instantly knew who it was. He said, oh, that was probably Mihawk. He was like, what? Was he here? He was like, you probably interrupted his nap. He was like, that's a stupid reason to kill a bunch of people. He was like, well, that's Mihawk. Zeph knew. He knew. He said there's one guy out there. He split our ship into 3. He was like, he chased us all the way from the Grand Line. He was like, yup, that's Mihawk. He was like, why is he here? You probably interrupted his nap. What? 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 Leave me alone.
I was like, damn, Krieg, what the hell did you do to Mihawk?
Bruh, oh my God. You know what it...
And we haven't even seen Mihawk do that ever since. He's like all nonchalant about shit.
Bruh, that is the equivalent of a dude bumping into you while you're walking up the street, a crowded street. He said, "Excuse me," and then you take a sniper rifle and you shoot up his entire basketball team, like in the middle of a game, all because he bumped into you. Are you serious? Mihawk, they didn't even want the smoke with Mihawk. They were in the middle of a storm. How did that storm not wake you up, but the people dying in the storm did?
Krieg had to have done so. It couldn't have just been an accidental.
Nah, Don Krieg just had the shittiest luck in the world. He had the shittiest luck. The storm took out some of his ships. Mihawk destroyed 50 of them. They had to go through the comm belt, got demolished by Sea Kings. Whatever ships that they had left got destroyed out there. And then they were stranded for weeks at a time with no food, no money, with Mihawk chasing them. Shitty ass luck. If Don Krieg if Don Krieg navigated that storm and didn't run into Mihawk, I think he would have made it to Sabaody. Honestly, I think Don Krieg would have gotten pretty far into the Grand Line. He may have even have gotten to the New World, if if God willing. As far as what he would have did in the New World, I don't know. He probably would have died. Either that or he would have allied under Big Mom.
I can see that.
Yeah,
or Ricardo.
Or Ricardo, this man. He had paddles on the dinghy. Wait, Mihawk had paddles on the dinghy? I don't remember that. I don't remember the paddles. All right, hold on. All right, go on. I'm gonna let you start off the full on topic of hour and 15 minutes exactly. I'm gonna let you start off the full on topic of possibility of apprentices on the crew. Tama, Toko, Momonosuke, fucking circling back for one of the kids in Skypiea. Who the fuck ever?
Carrot.
Carrot is not an apprentice. Fuck Carrot. Oh my God. Go ahead. Go.
All right. So for me, my I guess hot take on the matter. At this point, the only other position that makes sense to be filled in the crew is the cabin boy position, the apprentice position. No other, like everybody else, all the other members of the crew have basically every position covered throughout themselves.
Hold on. Let me go back and find it real quick, because I think we talked about it. We talked about it the other day when we were talking about doing the stream. In terms of filling positions on the crew at this point in the story, there really isn't much of a need for anything. Everything that we need, like absolutely need on the crew, has already been filled. So the only reason to have in my opinion at least, the only reason to have anybody else join the crew is either for a power boost in the crew, which is what I believe Jinbei's purpose is, because a helmsman, the necessity for a helmsman really isn't that dire.
Right.
It's either for a power position, or it's either to increase the strength of the crew, or for story purposes. And whatever position they occupy, it's really not all that vital anymore. But if they join for story purposes and an available position doesn't correspond with their purpose in the story, then a new position will be created for that person. Look at Nico Robin. She joined as the archaeologist. No other crew in the series has an archaeologist. Jinbei joined as the helmsman. We have other positions in. We have other crews who have helmsmen, but for us, we don't need a helmsman. It's not a dire position. It's really not. So, in terms of a cabin boy, a cabin or an apprentice on the ship, because I don't want to keep saying cabin boy / cabin girl. In terms of an apprentice, right. I don't think that an apprentice is a position that, you know, inspired. I don't think that's a position that would be given to somebody who has enough strength to increase the crew's overall stats so ridiculously to another level. So it would have to be for a story purpose.
Right, exactly.
And that's the reason that I think that Momonosuke is going to join under that position.
Right, which is like, for me, I think for me, the misconception for a lot of the people in the community is that the apprentice position is a position where they believe someone has to bring something to the crew, which is not what it is. The apprentice position is for the apprentice to learn from the crew, their legacy positions.
Exactly. The apprentice is, if I was to draw a comparison between to another series, an apprentice for the Straw Hats would essentially be the Konohamaru from Naruto. They're there. Say again.
Except not as trash as Konohamaru.
Konohamaru is actually kind of fine. He took out a pain, bro. He took out a pain. He took out a pain solo, and his Rasengan in Boruto is enough to destroy a mountain.
In Shippuden, yes, but in Boruto, he's complete trash.
He's not.
In Boruto,
he's elite. He's a squad leader. He has to prioritize teaching his squad and completing the mission over everything else, while also being a representative of the Hidden Leaf Village.
No. He is supposed to be the next leader of Team 7. He does not amount to Kakashi or Minato in any way.
Hell no. I mean, were you expecting him to?
I mean, Team 7.
Kakashi even said it. The time period you kids living in, you got talent. You have talent, way more talent and potential than the previous generation, than your parents. But because of the time you're living in, this time of peace, you're all garbage. Boruto has a unique Rasengan. You know how long it took Naruto to figure that shit out?
It didn't take Naruto long at all.
It took him a couple weeks. Couple weeks. Boruto figured it out in days. He figured it out in days.
Which makes sense, but at the same time, Konohamaru is basically of the old generation. Which, come on, he doesn't amount.
Okay, back on the original topic.
All right.
The apprentice position for the Straw Hats is essentially a Konohamaru position. They're the youngin to absorb the knowledge and fucking the knowledge, the lessons, the teachings, the techniques and all that of all of the Straw Hats, and carry that on into the next thing. Essentially, Momonosuke is to be what Kobe is to be to the Straw Hats what Kobe is for the Marines. Momonosuke, in my opinion, is to be the next Shanks. Not in terms of he's going to be an emperor of the sea who gives the straw hat to somebody else and the fucking cycle repeats itself. I hate that fucking theory. I hate that shit so much. Momonosuke is to be a big legend in his own right when he gets older. That's what I see Momonosuke's role in the next, because what a series like One Piece that's about legacies, about inherited wills and all that, when One Piece ends, it's not just going to end and they lived happily ever after, and you have no idea what's going to happen next. The world is going to keep spinning after One Piece, and Momonosuke is going to be set in that world. Oda is going to put people in place to where you can speculate and logically come up with scenarios that could happen. Like, it should Two Piece ever exist, but and yeah, he's going to put those characters in place to where the world will keep spinning. He's not just going to, okay, we're gonna take out the king of this country, take out Akainu, and take out the five elder stars and dismantle the world government, and then the series ends. No, he's going to establish a new government. He's going to put people in these new positions, whatever structure that is, and the world is going to keep spinning. And I think Momonosuke is going to be one of the big legends that is going to continue on as that world continues to as the world continues to move. We're not going to see it, but it's going to be there to where you can speculate from it.
I agree, but
Momonosuke is going to be the Shogun of Wano, a samurai greater than Ryuma. I believe it. I could 100% believe it.
I don't know about greater than Ryuma, but the successor to Odin, yeah.
Yeah. Like Ryuma is, especially in the fan base, Ryuma's legend is such a big thing because Oda did monsters.
But I mean, yeah. At the same time, Oda gave him the title of Sword God. Like nobody else,
yeah.
like even Oda, nobody else has ever reached that title.
Ryuma, the reason that I think Ryuma is such a big name in the community and in One Piece is because there were 4 stories that Oda wrote, 4 one-shots that Oda wrote to try and get his start in Shonen Jump. It was One Piece, it was the story with Ryuma, it was some other bullshit that I didn't care about a shaman, and then there was the gunslinger Gil Bastar. I fucking love Gil. And Oda recycled some of these characters for One Piece because that's the series that got it started. And the reason that Ryuma is as beloved as he is because if Ryuma's story was to get greenlit and not One Piece, Ryuma would have been the main character. Give me 1 second. Yeah, like if One Piece didn't get greenlit and Monsters did, Ryuma would have been the main character. We would have essentially had Zoro as the main character. But because it was One Piece that got greenlit and Oda recycled that story, people are taking that one shot as actual canon when only bits and pieces of it have been confirmed to be canon.
Right.
But yeah, but going back to what he said, I do believe that Momonosuke is going to be a big legend in his own right. I don't think that he's going to be. He may be his legend may increase larger than Ryuma's, but you also got to look at it. You also got to look at it in the case of Ryuma became as big as he is, as far as we know, by himself. Mihawk became as good as he is by himself. Odin is a legend in Wano. Outside of Wano, people knew about him because
he was that samurai on Whitebeard's ship.
He was the samurai on Whitebeard's ship that was causing a bunch of chaos. He was the samurai. He was the guy that was on the Pirate King's crew that came over from Whitebeard, and he got a lot of attention because he left Whitebeard for Roger, and everybody wants to know what's so special about Roger that they got this dude to abandon Whitebeard, and who's this dude that Whitebeard just let go, right. And why is he so special that the Pirate King was willing to take him up on his ship. Ryuma got all of his success by himself. He slayed a fucking dragon. Like, granted, Zoro slayed a dragon too, but that wasn't a real dragon. It was a lizard that Caesar put wings on.
Why do you if that's the case, why do you say Momo over Tama for Apprentice?
Because I think there is more story potential with Momonosuke in his relationship with the crew is in my opinion, a lot deeper than with Tama's. Yes, Tama did know Ace. Yes, Tama has gotten to know Luffy, but one, Tama's dream was to go out to sea, not just to go out to sea and have adventures. She wanted to go out to sea with Ace specifically. That's the first thing. Ace is dead, so that's the first part of that that's already cut. That's already cut off. Second, in order to fulfill Ace's promise to take her out to sea, she has to become a full-fledged ninja, which she isn't. So to fulfill Ace's promise, you got to do more training. I'm sorry, and the
That
only
was for
people
Ace though.
and the only people who are qualified to teach Tama how to be that ninja that she has to be are left in Wano.
None of the Straw Hats would count.
No,
Like
none of them are ninja.
like like stealth and espionage from Sanji and Nami.
Sanji is a cook. Nami is a thief. The
We
only,
just
the
talked
only,
about
the
how
only. Oh, hold on. The
Sanji has
only. Hold on. Wait, wait,
espionage
wait,
skills.
wait. The only overlap that Nami has with a ninja is that they sneak around. That is that they're able to sneak around and steal shit. Sanji, he's just sneaky. He moves around. He moves around like on the in between in the middle of fights. Yes, that can be classified as a ninja, but Sanji is not a ninja. In terms of the ninjutsu that Raizo showcased, nobody on the Straw Hats can teach Tama that. And there have been people who told me that Nami is a novice Kunoichi. She can teach Tama. Novice, not a
Nah.
master, not a master. She cannot teach Tama to the point where she's good enough to actually go out.
Well, I mean, my for Thomas specifically for me, like, see that it's what been 3 years since Ace left her,
Yeah, I believe so.
so somewhere between 2 and 4 years.
No, it's been 3 years.
Well,
It's been three. It's
right,
been
but
it's been about 3 years. Yeah.
yeah, I've mentioned it before, but like I think people undermine the fact that literally in Japanese folklore, the Tengu are the teachers of ninjutsu, and
Okay.
she's been
Okay. All
training
right.
under Tengu Yama for 3 years.
Okay. And what has she showcased that she's actually able to use ninjutsu? That's the first.
I'm
That's the first. That's the first question. And the second thing, inspiration is not 100% copy and paste. Tengu Yama is a Tengu, but he's a swordsmith, not a ninja. He has not shown
right,
any capacity for ninjutsu. He is a swordsmith.
right,
He's
true.
a descendant of the one of the greatest swordsmiths in history, who's forged count them, three of the Wazumono grade swords. One of them being Katetsu the third, the second, and the last being Katetsu the first.
Right. True.
We
But
know he's
but
no, but wait. We know he's a swordsmith. We don't know if he has any capacity to be a ninja. He is a Tengu, yes, and in real world Japanese mythology, they are the teachers of ninjutsu, but One Piece is not a copy and paste of 100% Japanese mythology. If that was the case, Kaido would be an actual fish, not a dragon. His devil fruit is called the fish fruit because it's inspiration of the tail of the koi fish that became a dragon, but Kaido's zone form is a dragon. It's not 100% copy. That's the reason why. And lastly, let's just say Tama does end up joining.
right.
What does she fulfill on the crew? What does she do on the crew that fulfills anything story wise? Because at this point, she is not strong enough to bring any kind of power to the crew.
Well, see that was the point I was getting at earlier. It was like Tama and even Momo don't have to bring power. It's what they
Yeah,
learn. The whole
it's
purpose
what
of the
they're learning.
apprentice is to learn.
Yeah, it's what they're learning. But like I said earlier, at this point in the story, the only way we're getting new crew members is if it's to increase the overall power. Because there are three reasons to join the crew:
Right.
necessity, strength, and story. We already got rid of all of the necessity, like filling in a navigator, a doctor, a cook, a captain, and all that shit. Necessity is out the window. We don't need anything else. We have everything we need in order to finish this journey, which only leaves power, which only leaves power and story, like strength and story. An apprentice role is like we said, somebody who's there to learn from the crew, to absorb their knowledge and their teachings. So power's out the window. Like bringing any kind of strength to the crew to maximize them, it's out the window. So that only leaves story potential. Yamato will join for info dumps. Yamato, I could see her joining for a strength and story purpose, especially if
Yamato's gag is the fact that she's a damn spoiler. She's gonna piss off.
She's a damn spoiler.
I mean, you know I'm right. She's a whole damn spoiler. She's just gonna piss off Luke every time she opens her mouth.
He said her gag is that she's a spoiler. I still don't think that that Oden's logbook has like specific details. But yeah, back on what I was saying. Yamato absolutely brings strength. But the apprentice role, they're there to learn and absorb the teachings of the crew. So you can just toss strength out the window. Necessity, we don't need an apprentice. So that only leaves a story purpose. Momonosuke, I could see the story purpose for him joining. What was it? Not Toko. No. Fuck. Stop saying that fucking name. What was Momonosuke's mother's name?
Toki.
Lady Toki. We still don't know the reason that this bitch jumped so far ahead into the future. And when she met Oden, she said, I'm gonna have to jump forward again. So which means she wasn't in the right time period to do what she came here to do. So what the fuck did she come here to do? What the fuck was she here to do? We still don't know that. Momonosuke could continue on doing that. And on top of it, his whole dream of becoming the Shogun of Wano, like we said, he's there to absorb. Who better to absorb swordsmanship teachings from than the future world's greatest swordsman? And who better to learn the trade of your family than the last person alive who can read and write in the language of the poneglyphs from Robin? And with him and with them opening up the borders of the country, he's able to go out and become a better person, just like his father did. A lot of people in the community would say the biggest mistake Oden did was leaving Wano. No, it wasn't. He became a better person and a better leader because he spent time with Whitebeard and Roger. It's just that when he came back the first time, Toki told Kinemon, no, let him leave. He needs this adventure. Bitch, you got the Pirate King out there on the shore. Let them kill Kaido. But yeah, Momonosuke, I can see the story purpose as to why he would continue sailing with the Straw Hats. If Tama joins the crew, once we leave Wano, she's already accomplished the basis of her dream to go out to sea. You can scratch off the thing about her wanting to go out to sea with Ace specifically. Just scratch that off. She's already accomplished her dream. She's going out to sea. And now she's also leaving behind the best route for her to become that great Kunoichi that she promised Ace that she'd become. Because she's leaving the better teachers, she's leaving the better people that could help her on the path of becoming that great Kunoichi in Wano, and substituting them out for Nami, for Nami and, like you said, Sanji.
I mean, those are just two examples. She could learn from the whole crew.
Yeah, she can learn from the whole crew, but what's the end goal? That's my point. What story purpose does Tama serve in continuing on with the crew? With Momonosuke, I can see it, but with Tama, I don't. Unless she joins with Momonosuke and she acts as an aide and acts as another outside observer instead of just being directly tied to whatever Momonosuke is doing. She's the citizen of Wano. She's the citizen representative of Wano that is there to observe and help Momonosuke along. but she can also do that from the outside. That's why literally everybody isn't on the crew right now.
So, see, the difference there for me is, um, when I mentioned earlier legacies,
Mm-hmm.
Momo, he the whole purpose of him joining the crew would be to learn how to become a good leader
Mm-hmm.
and warrior, right? Eventually, he's gonna go back and become the shogun,
Yeah, I agree with that.
meaning he's going back to land and staying there. Tama, to me, is going to be the one. In which case, they both carry on the legacy and lessons they learn from the crew, but Tama's the one who stays with Sunny after the whole crew is done. Like, she carries
But
on
her loyalty, but her
from a
loyalty
crew
is
perspective.
actually to Wano though. She wanted to go out to sea. Remember, Tama didn't want to go out to sea because the sea was enticing. She wanted to go out to sea with Ace specifically. Now that
Right.
Ace is dead, her motivation to go out to sea is essentially dashed. And with
I
that,
mean, she sees Ace and Luffy, so of course Luffy's gonna be the next one up.
she sees Ace in Luffy, but Luffy is not Ace. And
Exactly.
and even after, yeah, exactly. So
But
even so,
when
so
I
look,
say
but look,
exactly,
but
I'm
look.
saying
After
where Ace said stay and learn, Luffy's gonna be like, all right, come with me.
I and that's where I don't agree with you on, especially when it comes to after the journey is done and Momonosuke goes back to be the ruler of the Shogun of Wano. What reason does Tama have to stay with the Sunny? Especially seeing as how we don't know how One Piece is going to end. We don't know where the end goal is. What happens after Luffy becomes Pirate King? After the world government is defeated? After we find the One Piece? And especially if you look at it as Tama is the retainer from Momonosuke, she's going to follow her shogun and she's going back to Wano too. So what was the purpose of Tama being on the ship if not just to follow behind Momonosuke?
I mean, like the whole, again, I refer back to what I said earlier. Like Tama, the apprentice role,
Yeah, I
it's not
understand. Yeah,
like the
I
dream. The
understand that.
dream doesn't have to be there for those two specifically, because their whole purpose is learning, like leadership.
No, 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 no. The dream does have to be there. It's just that their dream corresponds with learning from the crew, and the dream to become the shogun, to be a better leader. That does entail learning about the Kozuki, learning about what Odin went through, what he learned, and what made him such a great person, and what made him such an amazing candidate for being the shogun. Tama, her going out to see with Momonosuke is literally just to be his sidekick, and just when he comes back, he has like there's somebody who was with him, who was out there with him. Like that's literally it. I don't see any other reason for Tama to go out to sea aside from she learns how to be a Kunoichi from the crew, when she can learn how to be a Kunoichi even better and faster by staying in Wano.
Well, it was okay. Okay, now that you mentioned that one, to me, if she hadn't had some level of competency being a kunoichi, there's no way in hell she's showing up to Onigashima by herself. That furthermore, using her
She's
devil
not
fruit
by she's
to
not by
brew
herself.
animals.
She's not by herself. She has monster animals that run rampant
Exactly.
on Wano the entire time.
That's what I mean. Like if she was incompetent, she wouldn't have used two animals to make up for her obvious lack of size and power.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with her becoming a Kunoichi though. That
That,
has
I,
nothing
that,
to do with her being a
I'm saying,
ninja.
I'm saying the training that she's got, she put
There
it to
is no
use.
there was no training. She literally just throws a piece of her face into an animal's mouth and it does whatever she tells them. There's literally no training in that.
That we have yet to see. Right.
No, there's literally no training in that. She just met that baboon and she said, pulled the dongo off of her cheek, threw it in his mouth, and now he's 100% loyal to her. There
You
was
see,
no there was no training in him at all. There was no training for her to be able to tame him.
So if we go by that, that means Tama just showed up to Onigashima because she wanted to be there.
Yeah, and as of right now, as far as we've seen, she has no competency in terms of defending herself, except leaving behind the people that she corrupted. And on top of it, how many times have we seen animals or animals that Tama would be able to tame? That's my thing. Momonosuke can learn to defend himself from Zoro. He can learn swordsmanship from Zoro. Tama, her whole method of defending herself would either have to be taming animals or learning to be a kunoichi. There aren't gonna be animals strong enough to be there to defend her every time, and her best route of becoming a kunoichi is back in Wano. That's though
So
that's essentially the reason that that I believe Momonosuke is going to join and Tama is going to stay behind, because Momonosuke has more to gain in going out to sea with the Straw Hats, and Tama has more to gain in staying in Wano. She gains more by staying in Wano.
so Tama, you're saying Tama has literally proven no point in being an argument or a
No, I
um
don't think that Tama has absolutely no argument for joining the crew, because if anything, everything you said can absolutely stand on its own. She could join the crew and become that person. She can learn from Nami. It's just that, in my opinion, the best route for her to join is, I mean, the best route for her to become that Kunoichi that she wants to be, that she promised Ace she'd become, is staying in Wano. And with Ace being dead, he can't keep his promise to her and taking her out to sea. But she could keep her promise to him and becoming that Kunoichi. And the best way to do that is to stay in Wano. And even like you said, Tengu are the teachers of ninjutsu. Stay in Wano and learn from Tengu Yama.
I think
Learn from Shinobu. Learn from fucking Raizo.
yeah, learn how to become a big head like Rizzo.
His ugly ass. Oh my god. In my Ace video, yo, and just so everybody know, I'm still working on trying to upload the Ace video. My YouTube channel will, for some reason, it's not letting me upload videos. No, I'm not. All right, let me rephrase that. It lets me upload. It renders everything, but right as it's about to finish rendering, everything just it just disappears. I'm afraid to keep attempting to re-upload it, because I'm afraid to keep re-uploading and re-rendering, because at some point in the future YouTube might get its shit together and I'm just gonna have like 50 Ace what if Ace joined the crew videos on my goddamn channel, and I don't want that. And I hope it doesn't happen. And in that Ace video, I use so many different pictures of different ninja in when I'm talking about Raizo that it's not even funny. That's how much I hate his design, bro.
Rizzo?
Yes, I hate Raizo's. I hate the fact that I hate all of the ninjas' designs in Wano. We did not get one hype ninja. No, we actually did get one hype ninja design, and I showed it on stream before. And that was the ninja that was with Hawkins on the beach when they were chasing Zoro and Luffy. They were like, he pointed and said, "Hawkins, they're getting away." That was the only good ninja design. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it, because I know it has to be just in this open, like in the open somewhere.
I,
But yeah, that's essentially the reason that I don't think that Tom is gonna join, bro. I don't see a story purpose for her to join, and I think that she has more to gain by staying in Wano.
so you don't like to me. I think one of my biggest reasons is Tama outside of Tengu. We've not seen that she has anybody. Like to me, the Straw Hats become her family.
Hold on, give me a second. Okay, it's not letting me just drag and drop it. But outside of Tengu, I mean, once Wano is free, she's not going to just stay in
And
Curry.
Wano,
In Curry, because she has Momonosuke. She has all of the allies. People know who she is. The allies know who she is. Kinemon and them know who she is. Everyone knows who she is. Hell, no, I don't think he already knows who she is yet. But they spoke about it. Even if Momonosuke does go and Tama stays, they're not just going to leave her there. And once Kaido and them are done, they're going to revitalize Curry and people are going to move back in. She's not going to just be left alone by herself. If Tengu dies, she's not just going to be left alone. Like, I really don't think so. Her only
I don't even think Tengu necessarily has to die. I just don't think he's kin to her at all.
he is caring for her. He's doing the best that he can, at least.
No, no, kin, like family.
Oh no,
Outside
I
of
don't.
being
Yeah,
a
I don't think.
caretaker.
I don't think that anybody. I don't think that she had. I don't think her family is. I don't think her family is alive. Like, I don't think that's not. I don't think she's related to him by blood, like, whatsoever.
Right.
She's just a. She's a girl who survived.
And capitalizing on, like, that's one thing that people miss about Tengu Yama. Like, he's an asshole because
I mean,
child labor laws.
what parent isn't an asshole?
I mean, no, I'm talking about child labor laws. He makes her make straw hats to sell, and he doesn't feed her.
He
That's some
does.
bullshit.
He does feed her. It's just that she doesn't eat a lot.
No, she made it clear that she pretty much starves, which is why she cried when Luffy gave her an apple.
Yeah, yeah. The little girl go hungry like a lot. Oh damn it! Oh,
And then he had the nerve to get on Luffy's business about her feeding him rice when he's the one starving her.
Oh yeah, he was like, "You ate her rice. Like that's all she. She only gets that once a year." Yo, this is the only hype ninja that we've ever gotten in Wano. This is the only hype ninja that we've ever gotten in Wano. A decent ninja design. That's the only one. The only one. Anything other than we've never gotten any other good ninja designs. The Oni Wabanchu, trash. They sneakers, whack. They outfits, whack. They hair, whack. Everything they say, whack. Everything they do, whack. This
He
is the
looked
only
like
decent.
something out of Mortal Kombat.
He's wearing like big robes. And he looks like a ninja. He looks like a fantasy ninja instead of just I'm a farmer who fought against samurai. Like historically accurate ninja. That's not what I did not want historically accurate ninja. And if you've ever read Hell's Paradise, you should have gave me that. Why didn't you give me Gabby Maru from Hell's Paradise? That is the ninja that I fucking wanted.
I think Odo is. If I'm being honest, I think Odo was just trolling Kishimoto.
Yeah, he was. He even came out and said it. He said, "I'm going to show you what ninjas actually look like. Like, I'm going to show you ninja." And he did this shit. Like that's not okay. I was looking forward to Wano. All right. The best example of what I was expecting from Wano when it was being hyped up, the designs. Yeah, I expected a goofy design here or there. It's Oda. It's One Piece. I was expecting character designs and characters to act. If you've ever played a game called Samurai Showdown, I was expecting the characters out of Samurai Showdown. And for the most part, the samurai, yeah, they're kind of like that. They're kind of like that. But the ninja are nowhere near that. They were nowhere near that shit. The ninja in One Piece are fucking trash. They're fucking trash. They're all bobbleheads. They're all bobbleheads. And it's not okay. It's, no. Oda has taken his I'm funny joke way too far.
I mean, Nami does look like one of the Samurai Showdown girls with
Nami
her
is not
Wano.
a ninja. She is a thief. Okay, she
I'm,
is a
I'm
thief
just
in the
saying,
night.
like, if you wanted Samurai Showdown, we did kind of get that with Nami's design.
Nami is a pirate, not a ninja. Okay, she came into this country and put on the outfit. I wanted somebody who wears that outfit daily, whose occupation is whose that outfit is that person's occupation. Nami came in and just said, "This is cute," and put it on.
No, she didn't. Don't do that.
Okay,
Don't do that.
Kinemon gave her a skimpy outfit, and then she adjusted it, and then she adjusted it to make it less skimpy. But regardless, that is not the outfit Nami is normally comfortable wearing when she thieves. She wears jeans.
So I mean, I guess we still kind of get that with Tama joining the crew.
No, we don't. If Tama joins, she's going to have on a little kid kimono.
Yeah, like she has on now.
Yeah, and that's not a hype ninja design. That's a little kid in a kimono.
Okay,
You gotta wait
describe
until you gotta wait until they're you gotta wait
ninja.
until the what a hype ninja, a fucking ninja.
Are you looking for like something out of Naruto or something?
No, not Naruto. Don't have ninjas. They have military. Those are fucking flak jackets, and they even call those vests flak jackets. Just not the farmer, not the farms, not the potato sack shirts and pants.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about just the females. Are you looking for like a Kurenai
I don't give a
or
damn.
uncle?
I don't give a damn about the female. I'm not a pervert like most people. I'm not looking for the sexy ninja girl. I'm looking for any decent ninja design. You can have on a kimono, but give it a decent design. If it's a little kid, that is not a hype ninja design. That's a little kid in a kimono. There's a difference between a kid wearing a kimono and then a fucking ninja. You can't just put on a kimono and be called a ninja or a samurai. That's just not how it works.
So you like Shinobu's design then?
No, Shinobu's fucking hideous. She's wearing the same thing. Shinobu's wearing the exact same thing as Raizo. It's just a different color.
Man, we're
Literally,
getting off track again.
literally, she's wearing the exact same thing as Raizo. It's just a different color, and it irritates the fuck out of me. The dude that
What?
was in the city reporting back to Shinobu, that big bobblehead ninja. I hate him too. When Shinobu was talking about, yeah, she has her ninja are scouting out. I'm like, oh shit, another ninja. And then we see the fucking dude standing on the rooftop reporting back. No, the fuck you did. Why are all of y'all bobbleheads? What went wrong in y'all lives? Why didn't Shinobu just stick to her diet and keep exercising to maintain her actual physique instead of the bobblehead design?
That's one thing that threw me off too. Is like, bro, if the country is starving, how did you get so big?
At least with Shinobu, she was wearing the typical like farm potato sack clothes, like the traditional ninja outfit. But at least her physique and the way the outfit draped down over actually made her look like a ninja, like somebody who you'd find like skulking around the ceiling, and the design actually looked like she had some effort put in. Now she's just a series of circles. The Oni Wabanshu, they're just sloppily thrown together. I just have issues.
She's just the ninjas. You don't.
I
No
don't
issue.
like the
Samurai?
I don't like the ninja designs. No. I should preface this by saying that when I was younger, every year for Halloween, I went as
You
a
were
ninja. I was a ninja. Yeah, my standard for ninjas are very, very high. And Oda failed me. Oda failed hard. Hard. Hold on. Young Shinobu. No, not Demon Slayer Shinobu. You
Hey,
ass.
hype beast, is that factual or is that just headcanon?
What happened?
$2 dono?
Oh, whoa, wait, what? That didn't come through. That didn't come through on the notifications. Why did that not come through? Oh, there it is. Hypebeast Morgan's $2 dono. Hey, why is Hypebeast? Why Hypebeast? Why are you donating so much? It was the poison water that mutated the ninjas. That is not factual. That is not factual. Also, Beast Tamer Tama for Straw Hat. Okay, is she a Beast Tamer or is she a ninja? Can't be both.
She can be both. How? Why can't she be both?
Can't be both.
Why?
Can't be both.
That's like saying Luffy can't be a monster and captain at the same time.
No, those are two different things.
Exactly.
A monster is a title. Captain is an actual fucking occupation. Beast Tamer, occupation. Ninja, occupation. Why she gotta be so multi goddamn talented?
I mean, basically all the Straw Hats are multi-talented.
Yeah, but they all have one title. Nami, she's multi-talented. She's a thief. Her position she's a thief who has the position on the crew of navigator. Robin, she's an assassin whose position on the crew. No, Robin is a scholar whose position is archaeologist. No, that's a scholar. She's an assassin whose position on the
keep going, Robin. You just
Robin is an assassin whose position on the crew is an archaeologist. She's a scholar.
Hypebeast said, so you're saying Sanji can't be a fighter and a cook?
Sanji is a cook who can also fight. His position on the crew is the cook, but he is also a fighter. But he's a fighter. He's a thug who got a job as a cook. Luffy is an idiot.
Well, that would be more Zoro than Sanji.
Okay, Zoro is a thug who got a job as a swordsman. Sanji's a prince. Sanji's a prince who got a job as a cook. Why Tama gotta be multi-talented? She's a ninja who learned how to beast tame, and her official position on the crew is wait. Show me one beast tame. Never mind. I was about to talk myself into a corner. Never mind. I was about to say, show me one ninja that's a beast tamer. All you had to do is pull up the Naruto list of summons. Ooh, I was about to talk myself into a deep corner. Ooh. But, yo, we've been going for 2 hours. I'm about to go get something to eat.
Ooh, likewise.
Yeah. Gone. Thank you for coming through.
Thanks for having me, bro.
I always enjoy talking to you, bro. You know I do. Funny shit. But fuck you. Bo is amazing. Fuck all of y'all. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody in the chat who came through. Thank you, Hype Beast, for like doing for the donations, bro. Like, oh my god, it warms my heart. You really don't have to. You really don't have to donate, but I appreciate the donations nonetheless. Oh shit, Dacus is in the chat. I didn't even, bro. Dacus, I apologize. I didn't even know you were in the chat, bro. I'm so sorry. Fuck Tama Otoko better.
Before you close out real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Frankie and Usopp get big time shine in the next arc. Elbaf.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's my prediction.
Oh yeah, fuck. Next fucking predict. We could go for another half an hour. Go. You good for another half hour? You good for another half hour?
I'm good.
All right, damn shit. How the hell we skip over the predictions for the next arc? I am so sorry. Oh my god, I started closing up. I lost viewers. No, come back. Come back. Come back.
Damn.
Oh my god, no, I'm not ending. We got like another half hour. No. Yo. No, but
that's probably more my fault than anything else.
No, but yeah, Frankie and Usopp next arc. Usopp wants to go to Elbaf. Like after once his the base, everybody joins the crew, or ended up with the crew under the base dream of I want to go out to sea. And then they built upon that even further with a more defined dream. Sanji wanted to go out. Let's just start from the beginning. Zoro left home. He wanted to go out to sea. Why? To become stronger, find Mihawk, become the world's greatest swordsman. Nami wanted to go out to sea to create a map of the world. Sanji wanted to go out to sea to find the all blue. Usopp wanted to go out to sea. His took longer to figure out. He just said, I want to go out to sea. I want to go on grand adventures. We got to Little Garden. This nigga said, I want to be as brave as the warriors of Elbaf. I want to be a brave warrior of the sea, just like the Elbaf giants. This nigga, we're going to Elbaf. Usopp,
we can't not go there.
Yeah, Usopp's the main destination that Usopp wanted. Like, there's no reason he should not get some shine there. What I hope happens, since Loki is there, I hope Thor died a long time ago. Thor has like some crazy legend and he died. And whatever Mjolnir was shattered in whatever legend he was a part of, Frankie gets that shit and he forges a gun for Usopp out of the metal of Thor's hammer.
No, I was thinking like Usopp gets his 10-ton hammer there.
That's what I'm talking about. A gun. Well, hold on. A visual representation would probably help. Is it the workshop gun?
Not sure.
Hold on, no. I'm looking something up. Just bear with me for a second. Just sing the Jeopardy song. Do 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 do. Fuck. Can't find it right now. Oh wait. Hey, wait. I gotta go into my folder. Where the fuck is my folder? Okay. Oh, here we go.
I wouldn't be mad if Usopp got some type of scatter shot type gun, like a shotgun.
Yeah, that's what. Oh my god, why is this shit taking so long? Hold on, give me a hot check. Image. But yeah, I'm essentially trying to find a picture of. It's a game called Monster Hunter, and they have something called bow guns. They're guns, but they have a slingshot component to them where you can swap out the ammo to almost to be whatever the fuck you want. And it doesn't look like a traditional gun. It's a bit heavy. As a matter of fact, I can just use this picture. Look in the room with no mics. Look at that gun. I have a better picture, but essentially that's the gun. That's the gun. Forge some of it out of the metal of Thor's hammer, out of Mjolnir. Usopp got his 10-ton hammer. It's just that it's a gun. And you can use, and there are handles on the butt of the gun. So if Usopp wants to, grab it by that handle that's like carved out into the other side into the butt of the gun. Now you can hit people with it like it's an actual hammer instead of just shooting people with it and pulling out a whole separate fake hammer. Give Usopp a gun. There's no reason that this man is moving through the Grand Line. He is not walking. He is moving through the Grand Line with a slingshot. He entered the Grand Line with a slingshot and a bottle of hot sauce with talent for accuracy. That's Usopp's journey, like starter into the Grand Line. The man went in there with a bottle of hot sauce and a slingshot. Niggas with actual guns and swords and knives, murderers, are losing their lives every day in the Grand Line, and this man is moving through it with no problem with a slingshot and a bottle of hot sauce. I'm calling cat. I'm calling cat.
That's why I wish. See, it most likely is never going to happen. But like one prediction I really want to come true for future arc: Sniper Island.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My whole thing about Sniper Island is that it's essentially Jaya for bounty hunters, and at a certain time of day, the island shifts to the other side, leaving the port and all of the ships on one side of the island, and they just turn it into a big ass game reserve. All of the bounty hunters, yeah, we're hunting every criminal on this island now. And there, Usopp actually gets a tactical fucking sniper fight. Instead of just, I'm going to shoot this slingshot, I'm going to shoot this seed into the ground and it causes an explosion of bamboo. No. Have a fight where you actually got to think about your shots. What's the point of having pinpoint accuracy if all you're going to do is shoot AoE? That makes no sense. That defeats the purpose of you having pinpoint accuracy. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Am I being an asshole? I don't think I'm being an asshole.
You good.
Usopp with the explosion fruit. I was not on board with that. I remember a while ago somebody brought that up to me, Future. They were like, if Usopp had the explosion fruit, it would actually work out for him because then he could fire explosions everywhere. Again, that would defeat the purpose of him having pinpoint accuracy, and on top of it, like he'd just have to blow his breath into a revolver, and now he can shoot shit like that. Like it's too. I don't want to say it's too much for Usopp's character, but it's too much. It's given too much to Usopp. It's given too much to Usopp's character at that point. Oh, yeah, go on. I found the pic. I found it. Bam! There you go. Look in no mics. That is the gun that I want Usopp to have. That is the gun. Give him something like that. You can change out the ammo so his pop greens are still useful. Oh wait, did I just fucking? Yes, the hell I did. Just close it out. I was gonna put it on stream. Oh no, wait. Can I? Copy image. Nope, not okay. Yeah, but yeah, give him that. Can I? Damn it, can't even put it right there. But yeah, give him that gun. It still makes his pop greens useful because you can swap out the ammo. It still has a slingshot component to it, but it doesn't have as much kick as a normal gun, but more than him pulling it back. Give him something like that, and it's also big enough to where if he holds it by the handle, he can whack motherfuckers with it and still call it the Usopp hammer. Go to Elbath. Thor's dead. Thor's hammer was broken. Let him melt it down. Make Usopp a gun. He used Mjolnir, the hammer that in literal Greek mythology only the worthy can handle. Let him have it. Let him have it.
Only Usopp could use it. I see what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying only Usopp can use it. I'm just saying like it's symbolic. Usopp got Thor's hammer, and he has a 10-ton hammer, and you get what the fuck I mean.
All right, yeah, I get you.
I'm not saying that if Usopp puts it down and Zoro walks by and tries to pick it up for him, Zoro can't pick it up. Like no, that's in my opinion that's fucking stupid. Unless the weapon is cursed, that's fucking stupid. And
you mentioned pop greens a minute ago, and I was like, am I the only one who thinks Usopp and maybe even Frankie's gonna have new weapons from Wano? They have weapons factories.
They did have weapons factories, but so did Dressrosa. Dressrosa had a weapons factory, and Frankie did nothing with it. Like they
Oh
were
man, I
they were
forgot all
producing
about that.
they were producing weapons. Hell, I think they were even using liquor. But hey, it man, it honestly, it's whatever. My predictions for the next arc. I feel like we're going to Elbaf, but I hope there's some kind of transitional arc where we land on just some deserted fuck all island to recuperate. We have the feast of just the Straw Hats. No allies are with us. Law fucked off to go discover the meaning of the will of D by himself. We got whatever new crew members that we were gonna get, which in all honesty, by the end of this arc, let me go to Twitter real quick because I fucking posted it.
Wait, how many in total Straw Hat members do you think is gonna be, not counting Luffy?
Not counting Luffy. Oh, la, 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 la. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Vivi's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12.
12 altogether. That's your final.
12, not counting Luffy. Yeah, because I think, in all honesty, and my actual full on crew, not my fanfic crew. I'm just looking at my fanfic crew for reference because I do have my final Straw Hat predictions in here. That's why, they're there. I think it's in no particular order, not counting Luffy. Yamato, Sanji, Zoro, Jinbei, Chopper, Frankie, Usopp, Vivi, Robin, Brook, Nami, Momonosuke. Was that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So
6,
you're including Apprentices as part of the
10,
the
11,
legit
12.
12.
Yeah, I'm including Vivi because I do consider Vivi a legit member of the Straw Hats. She's just not with the crew. I think that's the entirety of the reason she's 0.5 is because she's not with the crew right now.
Gotta put more respect on my boy Karu.
Sure, Karu is Vivi's companion, but when Vivi comes back, I don't think Karu is going to be with her.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, maybe because
He you know he has a rivalry, right? He was mad that Vivi was holding Leo.
oh yeah, he was jealous, but I don't think that's enough to say that he's coming back.
I want Karu to just be chomping on Leo down the line.
Honestly, I don't care for
Yeah,
Karu.
for Leo.
I don't care for Karu.
Leo.
If Leo too, the Tontadas in my opinion were the worst part of Dressrosa, and I fucking hated Dressrosa. I fucking hated Dressrosa. Well, the upon week to week, I hated Dressrosa. After on the reread, Dressrosa is actually enjoyable, but I still fucking Dressrosa is not in my top favorite arcs at all, and Gear 4 does nothing to improve it. But yeah, I think
I wasn't that hyped about Gear 4. I was more looking forward to Awakening.
I would have been more hyped for Gear 4 if Dressrosa didn't drag on the way it did. Because we literally spent 3 to 4 chapters running up a mountain with Luffy, and then went on break for 2 weeks, came back, and we were running up a mountain for another 2 chapters. I did not care about that shit. I did not care. We started Law's flashback of him standing in front of Doflamingo with a bomb vest. I'm like, okay, we about to start Law's flashback. Nope, we're still running. We gonna run up Pika, and then a couple dozen chapters later, we just jump into Law's flashback out of nowhere. What the fuck? Why didn't we start this earlier? We could have been done. And all Dressrosa is not. It's not it. It's not it. And to everybody,
It was worth it to me to see everybody who was rooting for Rebecca for crew to just get let down.
I was so scared at the end of Dressrosa when Luffy showed up to the cat. They was like, "Wait, where's Rebecca?" And I'm like, wait, why are you asking about Rebecca? And then it just cuts over to Rebecca in the castle, and then Luffy's running over. He jumps on the window. He's like, "Come with me." I'm like, no. Is he kidnapping Rebecca to join the? No. But
I
nah,
was hoping she wouldn't come. I
but
was
nah,
happy
he
too.
he yeeted her over to her father, and he dipped. He got the fuck out of there. People were saying she's gonna join the crew as the gladiator. What the fuck is the gladiator on the ship? You mean a fighter? A combatant crewman? That's Zoro.
Right.
But strangely enough, at that time, everybody was recognizing Zoro as the vice captain because Bartolomeo said he's the vice captain of the Straw Hats, which, yeah, I agree, but you only made Zoro the vice captain to make the combatant role vacant to justify your argument for Rebecca to join the crew. Like I used to roast people on Oral Jackson for that shit. I used to roast the fuck out of people for that shit. Ugh.
Man, Laurel Jackson. I missed that. I missed that. It's like,
Yeah, it's the two that replaced it is Worst Gin and Thriller Bark, but it's not the same. It's not
right.
the same. Ugh. But yeah, I want Usopp. I really do want Usopp to. I want Usopp to get a gun that a slinger gun, a fucking crossbow, if you will.
That'd be nice.
Loading your pop greens in a fucking drum, and you can increase the rate of fire. The slingshot was cool at in his lobby. Like that was a crazy feat. You can snipe people with incredible accuracy that from a distance that not even a gun can reach because you're that accurate. But you use a gun. Use a gun.
Yeah, he needs. I think he needs a gun too.
At this point, y'all want to talk? People talk to me about, oh, how is anybody gonna defend themselves if they join the crew? How's Usopp gonna defend himself against Emperor crew members? Oh, he has the pop greens. Okay, he also has a slingshot.
Even if it's inheriting Yasop's gun.
That's a conversation for another day. About the whole Shanks
Yasop stuff.
dying, Yasop dying, like characters who die inherited real wills, because I actually don't think that Shanks needs to die. I don't think Shanks is going to die. I don't think Yasop's going to die. It's not a lot of people that I think are going to die.
What about the theory that says Shanks is secretly evil?
Thank you everybody for coming through. Thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you for going for stopping by. It's always nice talking to you, bro. I'm about to go get something to eat. I think there's a chapter next week. I think there is a chapter next week.
There.
Yeah, there is. Hopefully, we continue the fight on Tapa Onogashima. I want to see where that shit goes. Either that, or Sanji better be doing some shit that's worth a damn, or he had better gotten saved and moving on to something actually worth doing. But yeah, with that being said, take it easy, everybody.